process of writing Normal began in the middle of the most emotional part of my life with my daughter, when I had no place to go and really I didn't know who to talk to or what to say or do. So I started writing an essay. At some point when I was ready to give up, and my daughter and I had a huge argument. We were walking and we were arguing, and it was one of those moments. I wasn't yelling because I don't remember ever yelling at her with her, but it was like a yell, and that was, you know, I'm going to give up. I just simply have to give up. And she said, well, if you're going to give up, I'm going to give up. And I said, well, then what do you want written on your tombstone?
Oh, wow, that's really happened.
And that really happened. And so I went back to that thought and that time that happened, and thought, what would she say back to me? She didn't say, write this. But I thought, what would I have said to my mother if I wanted her to know exactly how I felt about something? And so I thought, write this. You want to write something on my tombstone? Then write this.
Write this. Here lies a baby who struggled in her mother's arms, crying to be free. Write this. Here lies a little girl who always tried so hard to be the sweetest, kindest, prettiest, Miss Everything to everyone, a good girl, the best. Write this. She was alone. She had good intentions, never meant to harm, but honorable mentions were never enough. She was losing control. There was nowhere to run. There was nowhere to hide, and this misfit was dying inside. Write this.
I guess if I would choose a metaphor for being within my eating disorder, I would pick a cage with sort of fog on the outside, because I was in a cage, I was completely trapped, and I could barely see what was on the outside. I was horribly ashamed. I was I felt extremely guilty for what I was doing to my family, and I didn't feel worthy of their support or their love. If I had known that it was okay to come out with this and to talk about it, and that there were others like me, it would have changed my life.
Hearing that diagnosis for me was just so liberating. It was like, wow, you know, this all makes sense now. This is great. I know what I'm dealing with, and so I can move on from here.
One of the beautiful things I've learned about myself through recovery is that who I am is really defined by my soul and my heart and what I bring to the world. It's not defined by the way I look or the way I dress or the way my body appears to the outside world.
Recovery has shown me that I don't need my eating disorder anymore to prove to people or myself just what a fantastic human being I can be.
I think it's really hard, and I think you need mentors, and you need to surround yourself with people that have found their passion in life.
The best thing about recovery is that I'm learning about myself and who I truly am. And I'm a great, beautiful person inside. I am not my eating disorder.
Recovery from my eating disorder really helped me to learn myself. And the more I learned, the more I liked. And the more I liked, the more I loved. And I think that self-love is important for any kind of recovery and any kind of journey in life.
That was the hardest, most horrific, painful, exhausting battle I ever fought. And yet, you know, it was worth every minute, every second. And it's the most worthwhile fight I ever fought. So fight.
It was 3 or 4 on October 3rd when we walked her out the hospital door. Just a day, just an autumn day, just a day.
My favorite moment is the song, Just a Day. That really is sort of my motto for life now is that every day is just an ordinary day, and it's about getting through that day, but getting through it in a way that is mindful. Getting through one day without having an eating disorder is something that I'm so grateful for that I can't even express it in words.
I'm ready